Hello, beautiful brown girl. Welcome home. My name is Sanja, and I am your host. Fun fact, my name means wisdom. That said, I want you to relax and enjoy today's video. Are you ready? Good. Let's get started. I didn't realize it at the time, but I kept choosing friendships that felt familiar even when they didn't feel safe. Let me explain what that looked like. When I was attending Clark Atlanta University, I was exposed to so many different personalities, backgrounds, and experiences. It was a melting pot, and as a freshman, I was excited. Every day felt like an opportunity to meet someone new and build what I thought would be lifelong friendships. And I did meet a few girls that I believed would be just that. But as we got older, I started to notice something. There was a quiet, competitive undertone in almost every conversation. It didn't matter what the topic was. Who had the higher GPA? Who got hired first after graduation? Who had the better apartment, furniture, or car? It was always something. And I remember one moment so clearly. I was asked, "What did you do to him to make him propose to you?" Not congratulations. Not joy, not shared happiness, just a question rooted in comparison, trying to understand how or why my life appeared to be a little bit better than hers. And the truth is, I had never expressed that my life was better than anyone else's, but I didn't have to. Her own insecurity did. And that insecurity became the quiet foundation for why she stayed close. I saw her as a confidant. She saw me as competition. That dynamic is more common than we realize when there's a mother wound present, because what we experience first, we often repeat. And another pattern that shows up is becoming the giver. Always pouring, always showing up, always doing, often without even realizing that the relationship has become transactional. In hindsight, I was always the giver, and I attracted a lot of takers in friendships and in relationships. What I didn't understand at the time was that when you have a mother wound, there can be this internal belief that you have to give or do in order to receive acceptance, validation, or love. So you keep pouring. And over time, that becomes draining. To constantly give and rarely, if ever, have someone pour even a fraction of that back into you for years, it's not just exhausting, it's debilitating. And it took time for it to really click for me that I had been raised by takers, befriended takers, and even married a taker. And it wasn't until I walked away from all of it that I began to find my way back to myself. For the first time, I wasn't being labeled selfish for prioritizing my own needs, for setting boundaries, and actually standing on them. And that is where my wholeness began. It was so freeing. I was no longer consumed by the desires or opinions of other people. I wasn't burdened by manipulation. And I didn't feel the need to dim my light, shrink my accomplishments, or quiet my blessings just to make someone else feel more comfortable in my presence. Hear me clearly. You deserve to be around people who celebrate you, not just tolerate you. You are worthy of reciprocal love and reciprocal relationships if that's what you desire. And surviving a mother wound does not mean that you're broken. You're not broken. You are patterned, and patterns can be unlearned. If this spoke to something you've been carrying, there's a space for you to sit with me. You can learn more about Sacred Space Sessions at beautifulbrowngirl.com. And if this is your first time here, there are more conversations like this waiting for you. You're not alone in this.